Hi, your next challenge is entitled Return the Four-Letter Strings. You are to create a function that takes an array of strings and returns the words that are exactly 4 letters. Check out the examples. Notice we have an array with tomato, potato, and pear. Of course, pear is the only word in here that is 4 letters long. The other two are left out, and you're left with pear. Similarly, you have bear, fox is only 3, and check the final examples for Ryan and Matt and see why the other names are not. That's nice and clear. Let's go into the code. This is your chance. Please pause the video and implement this yourself. Okay, so I like this challenge in that I think it represents a nice checkpoint where a good answer comes from using some tools that we've already picked up in previous challenges, ones that happened fairly recently too. So with that in mind, think of us getting a collection and we're filtering it again, aren't we? We're going through it and we're grabbing the words that are 4 letters long. So I'm going to use a solution of that nature. And I'm going to bring in link, and hopefully you remember where I'm going with this. I'm going to say return array where. Do you remember where? Feel free to consult the docs again if you'd like. We went over that once. I can say where this is going to act as a filter, and then I pass it a lambda function that will do the filtering work for me. It returns a predicate. It returns a Boolean result of whether I should keep the result in my output or not. So, since array is an array of strings, ARR here, each member that we get as we go over the collection is a string, right? So I'm going to use str as my variable name, but you can use whatever you like, provided it's not a keyword already. And we'll say string.length equals 4, right? And so do you remember when we stopped short here that the where method itself returns that enumerable of whatever type you're working with, in our case string. So we need to return a string array, so we had that nice method to do that. Maybe you remember, toArray, right? So this is nice. Array where this condition is met. It's a string parameter because it's an array of strings. I just called mine str, name yours whatever you like. And I'm checking that the length is equal to 4 because those are the ones I want to keep. Everything that's where this length is not equal to 4, I don't care about it, throw it away. In terms of my resulting collection, the input parameter itself won't be modified, but in terms of me constructing this output, this string array output, I'm throwing away the ones whose length is not equal to 4. So let's run this and make sure it works. Nice, looks good. So yeah, this is sort of the point of building up your toolbox, so to speak, where you've got these techniques that you get comfortable with. They're your go-to stuff when you come into problems like this, and you can solve them quickly. As usual, you could have made a loop, went through each word, checked the length, added it to some collection, returned that at the end, you know, but I thought this was a nice, clear one-liner for doing it. Anyway, hope this was helpful. Hit me up with questions, and we'll see you in the next challenge.